So in 2019, I was working in one of my first hospital jobs, and I met this social worker, and she told me she was a travel social worker, and just like everyone else, I was like, that's the thing. And she was like, yes, it's very much a thing. And then from there, I always had it in the back of my mind that I want to be a travel social worker once I get my LCSW. But what happened is that pandemic hit, and that was a lot for everybody, a lot of grieving, a lot of loss, and I just wanted to do something new. I wanted to relocate, and so I really wanted to relocate to Atlanta. But all the hospital jobs needed me to be licensed, and I didn't take the master's level exam yet. So what happened was the agency that social worker connected me to in 2019, I got in contact with them for, I don't know how that happened. I don't know if they reached out to me or vice versa. I don't know, but we got in contact with each other, and they told me about the assignments they had available. And I was very apprehensive because I was like, what if I only work for like 3 months, 13 weeks, and that's it? Like, can you keep me working? He was like, I can keep you working. Don't even worry about it. And so I went into my first contract just thinking about relocating. My first contract was in DC because I really enjoyed the DMV area. So I was like, you know what, this would be good for me to explore and see if I really want to relocate here. And so I went into it just to like get my foot in the door and like find a job in the DC area. But I fell in love with traveling, so I've been doing it for the last 3 years. So to become a travel social worker, what you need to do is get connected with the recruiter at an agency. My first agency was Med Travelers, which is an AMN company. AMN is like one of the biggest travel agencies there are. I personally really enjoy GHR and Brennish Group, especially if you do a lot of discharge planning, which a lot of the assignments typically are. They're usually discharge planning assignments in hospitals. So I recommend those two agencies. Aya is also another big one, but pretty much you just, get connected with a recruiter. They'll talk about your experience, what type of assignments you want to do. If they feel like you have the required experience and they have assignments that you're interested in, they will work on getting you submitted. But there may be cases where they feel like maybe you don't have the required experience. But like a lot of people are trying to get into travel social work and they don't have the 1 to 2 years experience under their belt. So I think that's a big thing. And then also having a license, having your LMSW at the very least will be very helpful as well.